with Wade, and this is Wade World. Today, we are going to talk about why you're always stressed. And this is basically for you, mostly in the English speaking world, Europe, and any society where you're educated beyond, like you're overeducated. And I'm going to get to that in a second. So, here's the thing, a very simple thing that most of you will have a hard time understanding. Most people lack the balance to truly understand a subject or to truly ignore it. Now, why is that? This all comes down to IQ. And you might hate it. Nobody likes being told they're stupid, or maybe you're extremely smart, or maybe you're very average. But the average IQ of people, even of different races, is like a bell curve. What that means is it goes like this. So the people at this end are extremely stupid, the people at this end are extremely smart, but most of you are here in the middle. That's a very shit place to be, and it's one of the reasons why you're stressed. Because here's the thing, people who are extremely stupid, right, they have excellent instincts. So when they don't like something, it's instinctual. Now, what are instincts? Instincts are survival mechanisms. Like, it's a shortcut to survival mechanism. Like, let's suppose these people don't like something, they be like, I don't like that. That's because they have adapted and evolved to understand instinctively that that is a threat to their survival. Fair. People on the extreme right, when they find something they disagree with or doesn't make sense, they do the research, and not only that, they go out, apply it, and see the results. This is the major difference between armchair generals and people who are actually wise. If people tell you the sky is green, go out, look up, test if the sky is green, then make your decisions. And if you want a scientific proof of that, make a scientific proof, and then again test that scientific proof. If it fails, it's not science, it's pseudoscience. Because hey, if your religion is science, because let's be honest, most people in the West, you say you're not religious, but you are. Your religion is science, but you are gate kept by these scientists. And guess what, guys? Scientists are as easy to buy as politicians, right? You lack the extreme mental capacity and the disassociation that comes with it that allows you to actually go to the end of what the science is telling you, because that is definitely going to hurt your feelings. So most of you are here, right? And the recipe for your unhappiness lives in one word, and that is overthinking. Now, this person, right, this extremely smart people, they might understand the details of quantum mechanics. You won't. Doesn't matter how hard you try. It sucks, man, but that's the way it is. You literally cannot go to that mental capacity. And no, don't give me the 10,000 hour stuff. That's a cope. You can get very close to it, but you're never really gonna pass it. It's a physical difference. It's like how no matter how hard you think you can run, how fast you think you can run, you're probably not gonna beat. Regardless of how much you practice and try and wish and hope and all the happy jujus and good wishes of all your well wishes, you're probably not gonna beat the top 500-meter Olympians in the world today. You're not, if you're genetically not that gifted in that way. And so you can't just take one example, like, and that's what a lot of you do, and that's why you're miserable, is you're like, oh yes, these Olympic athletes are amazing and they are just genetically gifted. But no, the IQ is just, it's a construct. It's not, dude. It sucks, but it's not. Now, the problem comes in that these people who are below average IQ, their instincts are shortcuts to survival, and these people who are above average IQ, they have the ability to actually test, and they have a lot of overlap because what these people know instinctively, these people can prove scientifically and with proof. And they can tell you how to prove it without knowing a lot of things. But you, stuck in the middle, which is not a bad place, but hey, it sucks, right? You take a little bit of the knowledge of these people, scoff at the instincts of these people, but lack the capability to actually absorb that knowledge and think it through to the end. So what happens is, as the saying goes, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. So your mind, think of your mind as you are trying to build your mind in a subject, right? Now, what will be miserable for you? A small mind that works completely? No, it's small, but it works. A complete big mind that works completely? No, it's complete, it works. But what most people have is an incomplete mind. You try to overthink and think around the problems that you have, but you have an incomplete mind and you can't complete it. It sucks, man, but that is the truth. You know what you can do? You can complete your mind in different ways, but the first step to getting your complete mind is to accept what your mind is incapable of being complete in. If you don't accept it, if you just la 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 la, I'm awesome, I'm special, everything is perfect, you're never gonna grow. You're just gonna be a bitter, envious, jealous kind of person. Now we can extrapolate that into real life. Real life is this, right? Let's suppose you go out, you were irritated, and it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter what race you are. Something happened, it just piled on to the stress you have from work and the stress you have from, your home life or something, your car broke down, something piles up, and for no apparent reason to this other person, you just snap at him and you get slapped. It happens. Now here's the thing. Back in the day, if you told people, right, you'd be like, oh my God, that sucked being slapped. I'm angry, I'm upset, but dude, I have been having a terrible freaking day. This person didn't know it and I just snapped at him and I got slapped. So I took action and there was the consequence, right? Now, because you have all this nonsense filling up your brain, instead of just understanding that reality is way simpler than you think it is, for most things, you'll be like, what motive does this person have to hurt me? I'm so special, I'm perfect. Or you'd be like, oh my God, my worldview is amazing and I'm so amazing, and what just happened? And what was wrong with me? Have I gone through some trauma? Or, did I do this? Or, dude, you were a dick, you got slapped. It's normal human interaction. Stop overthinking it. Another example. Let's take health, right? If you fall sick very frequently, and right off the bat, I'm gonna eliminate all these people who are like, well, I have a condition. You're the exception. You're not the norm. Exceptions don't make the rules. The norm makes the rules. So shut up. As long as you're a healthy person without any conditions that weaken your immune system, if you get sick during the change of the seasons, you don't have to go into a massive tangent into your genetic history and family history and go online and search like, oh my God, am I dying of butt cancer or stuff like that. You just need to figure out like, hey man, my immune system is kind of weak. Now, what does the immune system need to be healthy? Does it need vitamin D? Does it need vitamin C? Does it need this? Does it need that? And then just get them. If being honest and being simple. Diet and the lack of exercise at number two, but diet number one is the number one reason for a compromised immune system. If you're eating healthy and still getting sick, then find out what the healthy stuff you're eating, what's wrong with it. Now that's something that you can actually go around and find out, because that won't be overthinking, that would just be like being detailed in your analysis, you know. And again, even with all that knowledge, you got to simplify it. If you're like, all right, I'm eating crap, I thought it was healthy, it's not, let me replace it. Boom, done. Stop overanalyzing, overthinking it. Personal relationships, health, physical fitness, your finances, the world around you, all of these things are literally way better once you stop overthinking. For example, let's be completely honest, right? Right now, could you afford to lose your job and not be homeless if you have a job? If you're young, all of the stuff that you're reading on the news or you're looking at Instagram or social media and they're telling you, you should be outraged about this. If you don't get outraged, you're evil. I get it. You want to help. But take a step back and really think. How is this affecting you day to day in your day-to-day life? You want to help, that's fine. But is thinking about it all the time going to help? No, it's not. Is moaning about it all the time going to help? No, it's not. Is complaining about it all the time going to help? No, it's not. Can you take action right now to help in your current life without basically making a huge life change? Can you do anything right now to help? If the answer is no, stop thinking about it. Stop overthinking. Put it at the back of your mind when you do have the resources, the time, or whatever situation in your life. Come back to it, see how important it is for you, and then do something for it. Overthinking. You're not acting. You can't act. You can't think and come to the right conclusions, but you're just stuck in this circle of misery, wasting your time, your efforts, your mind, and your emotions on stuff that doesn't matter for you, that you can't affect right now. It's not negative, this is reality. Stop overthinking. Your relationships will be better, your health will be better, your mental health will be better, you'll become a more relaxed person, and you'll finally be able to come to a place in your life where you can think about the things that you care about and help. But again, if you're going to take this simple advice, right, because this is the simple advice, stop overthinking. 2 words, that's it. If you're the kind of person who can't, then it is what it is, man. This world, nature, it's brutal. Survival of the fittest. Guess what? You're gonna be the dude or the chick who keeps wasting their time thinking about stuff, overthinking everything. You're gonna be miserable. You're gonna be lonely. You're gonna be unsuccessful. And as you can see in the world around you, what happens to miserable, lonely, unsuccessful people? They get filtered out. So the choice is totally on you. Stop ruining your life. Stop overthinking. And until next time, keep it cool, keep it classy, and enjoy.